So here we are back with the 1981 250R. As you can tell, it has the spare parts build actually has some new parts for the first time. I've got a 48-inch chromoly 0.250 walled kart axle in this, obviously with kart hubs and the sprocket hub there as well, and a 28 tooth sprocket that's going to go on it. It's going to be going on it as well. Words are hard tonight. Also put in some Durlin bushings in here, which is simple as drive everything else out, put those in, replaces those caps and the bearings that go inside. Now one of the more tricky things that I think I'm currently working on is I'm going to go from a drum brake to a disc. The way that I'm hoping to actually accomplish this is with the front end brake line off of TRX 250R. This would be like a front right or left. That's going to go down to what would be the other front line, and then the hard line that would go up to the handlebars is going to go all the way to the back. Lengthwise, it's almost perfect back here. It's a little long up here, but I think we can make it work. I can make it work, I should say. Now, in good spare parts fashion, the 200X is probably going to donate some brake parts. And I know that calipers, I should say. And the rear caliper might need, I have to buy new for this, because I don't know if this one actually works or not. It's been on there for years, and I think I tried it once and I couldn't get it to work. Or maybe I didn't have pads in at the time, I don't remember. I know I took it off a few days ago to look at it, and it had pads in it, so I'm thinking it's either shot or stuck. Or I never tried it again. I don't remember. But that's basically going to be how the 250R gets its brake calipers. Now, obviously I haven't put any of those on because that was more important right now. And I want to wait until I take the front tire off of that one to put it on this one, because obviously I'm not going to be running the big tire with what I'm doing. And I think I already made a video about, I have got the second gen forks on there. The 350X forks are now off of there. However, that still is a 350X triple tree on it. Now, how I was able to make this conversion possible was I got these bearings with the stock size outer on it, 1.25 inch inner. I cannot remember what the stock outer size on these are, but that is what I got. Now the outer of this is metric, the inner of this is standard. Apparently that is a more common thing in bearings than I originally ever anticipated. So actually making this work was not as difficult as I had originally thought it was going to be. Like you don't have to have these with metric and metric or standard and standard. You can have metric with standard. That is exactly what I did. I basically took the 200X, those rear bearings, the first gen 200X rear bearings will work in a first gen 250R. I do not think they work in a second gen, but I cannot for sure say that because the second gens have carriers in the rear swing arm. First gens do not. They have got a very similar weight of a chain tensioner as the first gen 200X. And so I took the measurement of the outside of a 200X bearing. And so this measurement out here, and then I had 1.25 inch middle, it's your center measurement. I'm sorry, I got a brain fart tonight. It seems like it just won't quite come out and let me talk and think correctly or articulate myself very well. But I did that, and clearly it worked. I mean, it's in there. It should function as it is. Now, I don't have any of my kart tires with me. I'm going to be getting those probably next week sometime. And I still need to order the brake hub and rear disc for the brakes. Once I do that and I get the, what do you want to call them? Brake calipers on this. And I'm probably going to use the chain that was on it, which is currently over there. I tried doing a spray paint thing on the tank. It did not fare well. But anyways, I'm going to use that chain probably and just shorten it. for the sheer fact of, in the immediate future, I do not see any reason for me to put that rear axle back in. But if I do, chains are pretty cheap and not that hard to find. I'm actually a little bit disappointed. I did need to get I got this. I was hoping the bolts would come with it for that, so that's why that's not bolted on. Everything's actually loose right now in there, but I really wasn't overly concerned about attempting to tighten everything down until I get the rest of the parts, or I need to move this. That's kind of what I'm going to worry about it. I also still need to get probably either 2 or 4 lock collars. Depends what I want to do. Because then I can put one on the outside of there, outside of the brake hub, and outside of the hubs if I want to as well. I'm not sure if I want to do the hubs or not, but I kind of think it wouldn't be a bad safety thing, because I also know that there are little snap rings that go outside here, so theoretically they cannot come that way, and I figure if I put a lock collar on this side, it won't be able to go that way either. And if it does go this way too much, it will hit that and stop, so that's kind of what I'm thinking there. But that's kind of, let's get the damn thing together and make it run first, you know. It's kind of a secondary project, which it won't take much because they are 2 pieces and you just squish them together and you're on. Now, also one other thing that I really would like to do, but I don't know if I'm actually going to get to it anytime soon, is I want to make a solid rear strut and get rid of the factory shock. But yet again, that is not something I'm currently concerned about tomorrow, you know. It's more of a, let's get it together, let's make it function, let's see whatever happens. Let's see if I destroy something, like that little aluminum sprocket. Who knows? Crazier things have happened. But let's just kind of get it together and see what happens, and I'm going to kind of go from there. Yeah, it's finally getting there. Spare Parts has got some new parts for once. I'd love to title it that, but no one will ever see it because I'm not a big YouTuber. But instead, it'll be something to do with the kart axle. So that's going to be it for tonight. And thanks for watching.